Welcome to Moments in the Word. I'm James Tyler, your host, and this evening we'll be reading from Isaiah chapter number 53. Who have believed our report? To whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He have no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord hath laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shears is dumb, so he openeth not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. He made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death. He was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressor. As we look at these scriptures tonight, and we look at it within the context and how we can apply it unto our lives today, we find that the application is sure enough strong here. We look at redemption and sacrifice and find out that Isaiah 53 points to Jesus Christ as the ultimate fulfillment of the suffering servant. His sacrificial death on the cross provides redemption for all mankind. We can find hope in our own suffering, knowing that Christ bore our burdens. His example encourages us to endure trials with faith and trusting God's plan. Like the silent servant, we can respond to adversity with sacrificial love, even when misunderstood or even rejected. Just as the servant intercedes for transgressors, we can pray for others and seek reconciliation. Remember that the interpretation here and the revelation of what we're talking about tonight, a lot of times it varies in different aspects or what have you, but its central message of redemption and sacrificial love remains powerful and relevant today. As we look at this, we'd like to pose the question: have we looked Redeemer himself has died and paid the ultimate price for you and I. I'm James Tyler, coming to you live from the Castle Studios, and welcome again to Moments in the Word.